rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Where did this come from? I thought it was just shit posting on 9chan, but now everyone suddenly believes that I'm going away. I've been Thanos snapped into fucking nothing. It's very interesting. It's almost like people are just wishing it. Just go away, Josh. Maybe if enough people gather together, hold hands, and pray, will it into existence. I will simply cease to exist. But for today, that's not happening. There is a 16-minute clip that I've not actually listened to all the way through, and it's of Ethan Ralph apparently bad-mouthing me, and I'm considering listening to it. Chat, press corn if you want to listen to 16 minutes of Ethan Ralph. Press literally anything else if you don't. I'm seeing some corn. I'm seeing some corns. I'm seeing people typing corn. That doesn't count. That's literally anything else. Lots of corn. Okay. Do it, faggot. I will. We'll sit through. We'll listen to a little bit of it. See what's going on. Just gonna listen to it until I get bored, and just say complain loudly in chat if you get bored.
Josh, no!
What'd I do?
Now wait a minute, Josh!
Let me cut this down a little bit.
Pains?
What'd I do?
The period pains? I'm not sure. Whatever. He needs some of that shit. Here's what he said, though. I vowed to pull down both Kiwi Farms and 9chan if the Section 230 situation ever got any worse. It has. Thus, I will be shutting both down tonight.
Oh my god. I have to transplant this into Firefox so I can actually show it. So that is a post on 9chan. And now I know but from listening to Godwinson that Gator and Ralph are old fags. They're old fags. They've been on 4chan since 1987. They know these things. But correct me if I'm wrong. I know very little about image boards. I'm a retard, obviously. But when you make a post on an image board and you have a cap code, usually it's name followed by cap code. And it's not cap code followed by name. In fact, usually that first section is the subject field for your post. So somebody made a post by Joshua Moon saying that he's shutting down 9chan and Kiwi Farms with administrator as the subject field. And this was posted nowhere else. Nowhere else. It wasn't even featured on the front page of 9chan. It wasn't in a banner. It wasn't on Twitter or advertised on Discord. It's a random post on 9chan that says, I vowed if the Section 230 got worse, I would be shutting down both sides. And he thought for sure that this was me. This is a supposed journalist, a man who runs what he believes is a credible blog, who couldn't even check to see if that's actually a cap code or just the subject field, or if that PGP signature, the string of characters after my name, is my PGP signature, which it's not. The whole point of putting those fucking characters there is so that you can check and see if they're the right ones, Ralph. That is the entire point of those fucking symbols. They represent the PGP signature. They are meant to be checked. If you're dubious about the message, you have to check them. You don't just don't take it at face value and assume it's true. Oh, jeez. All right, let's continue with this.
You know, maybe he just needs the message signed and validated by the server. This is his.
No, he didn't read the second half of it. He said message signed and validated by the server, but it can make no assurance as to who posted it. It's just checking that the PGP signature is correct. He didn't read the second half of the message that says, but we can make no assurance as to who's posted it. That's funny. And I'll raise the volume up a bit.
Official, I guess, hash there over on 9chan. So certainly we wish Kiwi Farms the best, and we would not like to see anything bad befall Josh. But we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. I think it's scheduled for deletion here during the show. So, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll certainly report on it, ladies and gentlemen, if it does occur.
You can hear him slurring his words. He's fucking shit-faced while he's saying this. And you can't see that Bibble's also in the chat. But, like, He's completely pissed. Someone. Oh, fuck it. Let's just continue. I think he continues to rant about me.
He must be going through a lot. He really must be going through a lot right now, Bibble. And did you want to send any messages out, or just leave it to me to piss on them?
I honestly, I don't even really know who Josh is. I know he came on here a couple times. Who is he?
Yeah, some forum owner. I don't know. Message boards. You remember back in the day, people used to use message boards on the internet before, they found out there's a lot better ways to communicate. Yeah.
Like what? There's a lot better ways to communicate? Like what? Fucking Discord? Yeah, let's just cram all fucking communication in the entire world into a fucking Discord channel that can be shut down at the whim of a transgender furry cub artist aficionado owned by the Chinese. That's the better form of communication. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he does that.
All right. I don't know, man. I don't know. Josh seems like a nice guy. Hopefully,
Bibble's not joining in. He's not going to smuggle on command.
Hopefully, he'll be okay, and he can keep up his forms, and everything will go all right for him. We wish the best.
What a nice African American gentleman.
Let's go back to LA again. We'll be monitoring that for sure. I couldn't help, but I had to lead off the show with that.
Now, I've not watched this clip, but I know what happened on my end. When he said that, I got a bunch of people adding me in Discord. And I started thinking, like, why the fuck does everyone think that I'm shutting down my sites all of a sudden? And I said, no, I'm not shutting down my site. And at first I thought it was just, like, people were taking the bait on 9chan. Like, they were taking the bait. So I was irritated at that. And then I get all these people on Discord adding me because Ralph reported it as being true. So I throw up on the site. In response to this, because now there is a sudden concern that existed where there was no concern before, saying that I'm shutting down my site apropos of fucking nothing, literally a fake message on a fucking dead image board site. And I said, what's on the site right now? Despite what alcoholic retards are saying, there are no plans to shut down the Kiwi farms. And I did this like minutes after hearing this. And he found it very quickly. And I'm curious how quickly into this. So it's at 4 minutes exactly right now. I'm kind of curious. I'm going to skip through it if he's just talking about the fucking riots.
I couldn't.
Well, I could understand that. If someone said that they were going to sacrifice me to corn, I might take a little bit of Schadenfreude in their immediate.
Yeah, their immediate dismissal. Yeah, I mean, you have to
their
laugh at
immediate
that, right?
misfortune. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, it wasn't
That's
the
the
corn. It wasn't the
chuckle.
corn reference. It was him trying to throw me under the bus to fucking boost himself up. And now it's funny how everybody that tries to do that, people, it never works out for them. It has.
Okay, no, I meant to do this a while ago, but Ralph has continuously accused me of poaching his users. He believes very firmly that my appearances on the kill stream were meant to set my streams up so that I could have 1,000 people watching me. And I honestly thought that this podcast shit would just be like a front for making money, and nobody would watch it. I'd get like 100 viewers tops because I sound weird and I have nothing interesting to say besides my ramblings. So I want chat, and I might have done this before, I can't remember. Press 1 in chat if you found this podcast because of the Ralph retort. Specifically because of the Ralph retort, not because of the forum, not because of anything else, because of the Ralph retort. Don't press anything. No, don't press 2s. I want 1s. If you found this stream from the Ralph retort, I want to know. I see 2 1s. Oh, I do see a couple 1s. Looks like a dozen. I think. Oh my god. Maybe 2 dozen. Mostly people on D Live, which I guess makes sense. That would be a fair way of finding it. Does Gem count? No, it has to be Ralph specifically. All right, let us continue.
To work out. When you throw Ralph under the bus, it's some type of curse. It fucks you over every single time. We've reported on most of the people.
I didn't even throw him under the bus.
On the show. Many of them are in the Rogues Gallery now. Ian Miles
yeah.
Strong,
I mean,
Monday
I just
Matt,
said
a lot
I
of these
prognosticated
all
the
these people
downfall.
people
I
try
didn't
to
throw
stab
him
me in
under the
back.
bus.
Look at them now, Cog. Where are they at? Done.
Yeah, hopefully he can keep archives of the forum so he can still do shows that people watch, you know.
So he can go through and read some more threads, just post by post that he didn't have anything to do with. Yeah, okay. That's good.
And turn it
So he
into
can get
a
mad at other people. So he can get mad at other people.
That's literally the point, though. It's like the forum as itself is unmonetizable. It is unmonetizable. You ever see those pictures of like a gravity well around a black hole, and the black hole sinks down like 1,000 miles past this graph on this 3D vector? That's the forum's profitability. It's way down there. So it's like, is it possible? The entire point of this podcast is it possible to take the content on the forum and transmute it into a profitable substance by talking about it? That's the entire point. That is literally the entire point. And I don't see what's wrong with that. Everyone else does. Why can't I?
People for doing that better and making more money at even that than he does? Oh, yeah, okay.
Go for it.
Okay.
It's free
Sorry.
content. Just
Sorry,
take it and do
Josh.
what you want. I do ask that people credit the forum if you use it as a primary resource. And I've seen Toad McKinley, Jim, Ralph, I'm pretty sure, even, and PewDiePie. PewDiePie credited the forum because we had that thread about BetterHelp that listed all the people who had done shoutouts for it, advertising for it, without disclosing that they were being paid by BetterHelp for it. I mean, everyone. I mean, that's what I appreciate. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm just saying I would appreciate, and I understand if you can't do it because of political concerns. But if you do use it as a primary resource, please credit the people who did the work for you.
He says, thanks for all the great shows lately. You're welcome. By the way, Josh is probably going to pull back on this. I'm sure he'll keep Kiwi Farms open, but we'll see. I could be wrong. I see Josh says he's pulled back on his claim there, or he's claiming that he didn't send that. I don't know. It's a tough spot. You know, it's tough when you can't. I mean, who's to say? I don't know if he really sent it or he didn't send it, or I know it was being attributed to him all day long, and you know, these are the types of things that women do. Bibble, they just women
get impersonated and have drunk retards fall for it and talk about it. That's like a womanly. That happens to every woman. Every woman listening to this right now has had that moment in their life where some fucking guy impersonated them, and then a drunk podcast host took that message as being theirs and falsely attributed it to something else. How does that make sense? Actually, yes. Okay, many women are confirming this. Thank you. I'm glad that I'm not alone in my suffrage here.
You really don't know where they're gonna be until you talk to them in the moment. And so he came in the Discord raising a huff, crying. I don't know if he was emotional on the other side of it or what. I can only read the text, but hissy fit, I think, is how I would describe it. And he was so hysterical, I told him to go sit down somewhere. So apparently he's going to keep the site up. I don't know.
He banned me. That's what he didn't read the actual messages. I was making fun of him for falling for a fucking 4chan style, like, fake admin post that everyone should be over by now. And he literally, when he saw that banner, he jumped in the chat and tagged me and said, like, oh, that's a nice banner you put there. Go read it somewhere else. And then he banned me from his fucking Discord because that banner upset him so bad. Why is it the little things I say and do are the ones that set him off? I don't get it. You should be sacrificed if someone has to be sacrificed to the gods for the harvest. It should be Ralph. Why does that make him angry? So perturbed that he's talking about it 2 weeks later. There was a point where he gets on the Dick Show and just opens up calling me a fucking pedophile. Assuming he literally said that he thinks I've been raped because my voice is a little weird. That's his go-to for being said. You might be sacrificed to the gods for a good harvest. That's his opening line. That's what he immediately goes to, or over nothing. And then the only thing that I said to him like I said that his entire family drank themselves to death, which is probably true. But the only thing I said that got to him, that made him like double take and think, what the fuck? Is I called him mentally handicapped. And he's like, wait a minute. It's like the Twilight the episode of The Twilight Zone where the guy sees himself as a retard in the mirror. And it's like, wait, I'm retarded. Like, yeah, kind of. You act kind of retarded all the fucking time. And then I put up a banner saying that he's wrong. And that's it. That's what sets him off. And it's just bizarre because I don't... This is probably the most antagonizing that I've done of him because it's just strange. And I can actually rebut it and go over it and talk about it.
That's just what he said. That's just what he said in Discord, so...
Well, I'm glad he's gonna keep the site up. I'm glad.
I like Bibble.
He should keep it up in protest. Actually, he should take it down. He should take it down for 24 hours to stand with his brethren.
I'm glad too. I'm worried about his mental health and what might happen to him if he got rid of that site. So I'm glad he's keeping it up. That is weird. Deep Fried Lettuce says, "I wish real women would stay silent too." Am I right? All right, that was good. See, that was good. Just be funny about it.
By the way, since nothing's being said right now, let me pause again and say, on the topic of giving credit, I have to admit that this bit so far has been cut very excellently, and I got this video from T-Clips. So shout out to T-Clips for putting this together for me to watch.
Some people are actually angry about it. It's like, dude, just be funny about it. I don't care. Make fun of everybody. We make fun of me. All right.
Just not too loudly.
All right.
Not in a way he doesn't approve of.
Double said, hold on a second. So I just have to talk, I guess. I just regale you with my natural charisma. I guess I could go really solid like this and start breaking my voice and read you form
is that me?
Something like that.
Is that me?
No, I think I'll just take a caller instead. Unarmed Black Man 14 says, Chill Stream Uncut sucks ass at uploading on YouTube. Yeah, so some of these are not being uploaded on YouTube for a reason. That's his channel, and he gets to do with it as he pleases. But a lot of this type of content is being struck down on YouTube, and so there's a lot of other places to watch it. And I know it's a pain in the ass, but you can watch it on dlive.tv/the Ralph Retort for 3 days. It used to be like 25 days until they took my fucking partnership away. But whatever. You can watch it here for 3 days. You can watch it on BitChute forever. So
I'm surprised he hasn't done the I made you rant with the DLive yet.
/the Ralph Retort, dlive.tv/the Ralph Retort within the first 3 days. And then, of course, the podcast feed, which is the most steady way to make sure that you're in touch with the kill stream, is to subscribe to that podcast feed. Because one day, who knows what might happen. Remember, we were pretty comfy on stream.me, weren't we, Bibble?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, stream.me's not there anymore. But you know what was there? The podcast feed. We were pretty comfy on YouTube before that. Oh, all 3 channels deleted. We're kicked off YouTube. Guess what was there? R.I.P. Jersh. How long until he joins? Now, we will eventually find a place to stream this live, no doubt, somewhere, somehow. But, you know, it could be a transition. Who knows what's going to happen one day.
We're over halfway done.
Press F for Stream Me. I miss Stream Me a lot. R.I.P. Jersh. How long until he joins Hot Wheels or Kraut in the Homo Rogues Gallery? Oh, well. He doesn't seem to be too far off, sadly to say. I don't know. Hopefully he'll take a step back. But, that seems to be his ultimate destination, the Homo Rogues Gallery here on the Kill Stream.
And now he's calling me gay. That's very creative.
Back from the precipice there, Worski, but he's dangerously close.
No, he's getting there. By the way, I saw I forgot, it's one of those guys who keep doing those drama videos, but Kraut was on one of them, and you know, Kraut, old news already. Fucking, he's already
Imagine working with Kraut.
That motherfucker got so fucking fat. Holy shit!
Ralph isn't going to talk about him being fat, is he?
No. What does he look like?
He looks like just a blob. He is reaching PPP levels, my gentleman. I'm not even kidding.
Okay, someone's saying that the video is over here because he just starts shit-talking Kraut for being fat. And someone brought this up on the forum, and since I'm just reading forum posts anyways, right? I guess I'll have no apprehension in showing this. Someone prognosticated, someone believes that, where is it? Is on the next page. Krauts. Oh, where the fuck is it? Yeah, him making fun of Kraut's funny. But someone was pointing at the fact that Kraut's YouTube channel is actually doing pretty well. And I swear I thought it was in this thread, but I guess not. I could be wrong. Kraut's gained something like 150,000 subscribers since they were making fun of him. Since Ralph and Jim and stuff were making fun of Kraut. So he's like stuck to making videos about history, and he's doing quite well for himself. His videos are making like 500,000 views. He's up his subscriber count to like 250,000. So him sitting back and making fun of Kraut for being fat, like, first of all, come the fuck on. Second of all, I'm sensing a hint of jealousy, because everyone was sitting around hand-wringing and pearl-clutching about Kraut's inevitable suicide when he dropped below 100,000 subscribers. And now that he's up, way above that, back to where he was and then some, he's going at him for being fat. Like, I don't know, that's just pathetic. I wonder how much money Kraut made last week. Do you guys think that Kraut is making more money than Ralph at this point? Let's do a show of hands. I have to see. Does Kraut have a Patreon? Can we compare those? Because Ralph had something like 192. Kraut Patreon. Let's see. I could eat my words here. I genuinely don't know. I really don't know. You never know what's going to happen on Mad at the Internet here, folks. Am I going to look like a retard for falsely assuming how much money he's making? 337 patrons at $1,500. Seems about right. Seems to be about as much money as Ralph is making. Especially when you consider that Kraut has AdSense and stuff factored in. I'm sure he's making more money. I guess that means that Kraut wins, doesn't it? Because whoever makes the most money is the biggest winner, right? That's the logic that I was told. When I said anything negative about him, that's what I was told, that he made $1,000 last week. Did I make $1,000 last week? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But if I didn't, then I'm a loser. So therefore, I think Kraut won, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that Kraut won after all this time. His backdoor conspiracy to put together a team of historians to make premier YouTube content that would get 500,000 views on an advertisable channel and with a Patreon seems to have paid off in the long run. I can't believe it. This is the biggest upset of the century, of the decade, of the millennia. Not in that order, but it's unbelievable. It's the comeback kid. Before anybody clips that, I have no fucking idea who Kraut is. Like, I've heard of the Discord shit, and I know that he does he's like Austrian, and he does like pseudo-intellectual skeptic vids, right? That's Kraut. Do I need to know anything more about Kraut? Did he secretly rape and murder a girl behind an Arby's in 1996 that I'm gonna look like an asshole for cheering on? Oh, that's right. He worked at a sawmill and he split his penis. I remember that. Now he does history videos. Okay, excellent. I know enough. I've been vindicated. Thank you, chat. I don't know what I'd do without you. Oh, check Twitter. This better be fucking worth it. I'll get back into my rant, D-Row. Why does he watch my streams? He doesn't like me. Is he gonna copyright strike my channel now? Josh seems really mad on his show right now. I'm so sorry you're upset. I can understand. It's a tough life when you derive no pleasure from sex. Why does he keep bringing this up? I'm not going to talk about my penis to him. Like, I've said before that I have problems like ejaculating from sex. But if that's changed at all, I would never say, because that's stupid. I'm not going to tell people about my personal life. And that's another thing that he like always hammers. You know what I mean? He goes into the he says that I'm a child pornographer, I'm a pedophile, I've been molested, and I can't ejaculate. That's like his favorite cozy places. He likes to wrap himself in those things like a blanket. Whenever he thinks grumpy thoughts that involve me, whenever the thought of me enters his head and he gets angry over it, he pulls out his child pornography, got molested, can't come from sex blanket and just cozies himself in, makes a little nest out like a burrito, and he gets comfy. And it's like, I don't know. I don't feel inclined to defend myself from these accusations because it's Ethan Ralph saying them. And I think that anyone, I think people know me. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone that I care about, anybody whose opinion I value, would think these things about me. So I just, it's just whatever. Ralph can be angry and he can throw whatever kind of a fit, but if he's acting funny, if he fucks up so bad that he announces the closure of a site based off of a tweet, not even a tweet, a fucking fake forged message on a image board without doing any checking whatsoever to see if that message was actually truthful, when it's super easy. I spent hours building in PGP signatures into the image board so that you can easily verify if a message was made by me, because it's very easy, because users can style their board. So it's very easy to style a board in such a way that you can forge administrator posts with just the cap code, but you can't forge the PGP signature. That's why I went out of the way to develop that. That's the entire point of that system. So to not use it when it's right there in front of you is just such a level of laziness that I can't empathize with at all. It's just a fuck up. It's saying something you desperately want to be true and not doing the bare minimum to see if it is true, and then humiliating yourself in front of your audience by showing what a fucking fraud you are. You're like it's a fake journalism front. And now his cam whore girlfriend is his editor-in-chief, or not the editor-in-chief, but like his assistant. She's the next step below editor-in-chief, because there's no other fucking people writing for that fucking blog. But now she's on a cam whore officially. She's an editor for a blog. Oh, he's going off at me again. Oh, jeez. Let's take a check. Cause I ran out of steam with my other rant. And I guess I can retire for the day. No, he tweeted out that I tried to get a job from people. What's wrong with that? I have to privately solicit people for money. I get emails for contracts and stuff like that. That's not whatever. You gotta use what's available to you to get money. Again, money in and of itself is not a measurement of anything. And if he thinks otherwise, he's retarded. Because he doesn't make that much money. He lives in a fucking crack shack with his dying mother. Like, obviously, money has not brought him the kind of the money that he's made has not brought him any kind of royal accommodations. He's not surrounded by friends who love him. Money is not. I could make money if I just got rid of the shit that I like and that I've built. You know what I mean? I don't think people realize this, but I've gotten job offers. Like, I put in applications and stuff, and I've gotten to the fourth stages of interviews with big companies offering like over $100,000 a year because I'm overqualified for these positions. And then when it gets to the background check, they say, no, we can't take you. And you know why. And it's like, yeah, I guess I can't even be angry. So I have to take money through other ways, or I would have to give up on the site. It can't be both ways. I can't just change my name and then start doing work on the side to make money for the site. And that's not like offensive to me. Like I do what is absolutely necessary to continue myself in my work. Yes. That's not a point of shame to me. I think that's it. Anyone angry at me for my rant about America? Change my sex. Now you're talking. That's thinking ahead. Let's see. I'm a traitor. Probably. I mean, I don't feel any love for America. That's the funny thing. Ralph was going off saying that I lived in Bulgaria and I didn't speak the language, and people who don't speak the language go crazy. But those people who don't speak the language in like the Soviet era couldn't communicate at all in English. I communicate in English every day. That's why I don't learn the language, because I don't have any reason to. All right, I think I'm done. Is there anything I missed? Let's check the feed again, see if there's anything. Oh, Ralph feels sorry for me. Whatever. I'm content with my life choices, believe it or not. I don't have any regrets. So I'm pretty sure Ralph has some regrets.
It's not true. In a minute, I'm going to come. Yeah.
Venti, no, that's too stinky even for me to touch. All right, I think I'm done. I have shit to do. I'm gonna be gone for a while. Jake Paul was arrested. Nobody cares. All right, stay safe. Buy guns. Buy more ammo than guns. Buy guns for your entire family. Buy buckets of ammunition. Be aware that there are lines in front of gun stores, so buy guns by mail if you can. You can buy surplus ammunition by crate load if you want to. In most states, if you're in a shitty state, leave that state because it's shitty. Buy Bitcoin. Is that it? That it? Are we done? All right. I'll see you guys next Friday. Maybe. Take it easy.